Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Full spoilers ahead. Full spoilers. Full spoilers ahead. You've been warned. A little bit of a rambly, meandering video today, I'm sure. Now, don't worry about this website. Okay, because I know a lot of people will see this website and go, GodzillaMovies.com, that's part of Sci-Fi. This is probably going to be trash. I get it. I appreciate the stigma behind it. I know Sci-Fi is definitely not the most reputable website out there. However, this I can confirm with my own sources, I've corroborated it with them, is legitimate. Okay, so I've purposely not rolled it down yet. So again, this is your spoiler warning. It does say antagonist monster details leaked. It's not the antagonist. It is some sort of aid, I guess. It doesn't play, from what my sources have said anyway, from what I've corroborated it with, it doesn't really play a huge role. It's difficult to really put it into terms without saying exactly what my sources said, but it's something which pops up in the movie, basically. Doesn't really serve like a greater, massive part of the story specifically, but it's definitely in it for a little bit of the movie. So there you go, you've been warned. I've rambled enough shit. Let's get into the article and let's see exactly what is in Godzilla vs. Kong. I will say, I actually don't like this, and I'm going to explain why. However, before everyone just goes, oh, you just hate everything. Oh, shut up. It is definitely going to be down to the execution. I think it could actually be pretty decent. But like in context, I just think it's a bit, I don't know, just a bit lame, really. It's not really what I would have hoped to have seen from this universe. And I will explain why, because I think this further gives us a disconnect between Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong. It's moving the world into a much more fantastical route. And I think it also goes hand in hand with what we had seen in the little teaser footage that was revealed. And again, I'll kind of explain that. So, here you go. The following information contains major spoilers. Again, sod the website, but I can confirm it's legit. Godzilla vs. Kong is a little less than a year away, and while we anxiously await the first Godzilla vs. Kong trailer to drop, little marketing has made its way online so far. We understand the release date shift also shifted the marketing schedule for Godzilla vs. Kong, but that hasn't stopped certain aspects of the film being revealed. Godzilla Movies has learned that Godzilla vs. Kong will introduce the audience to Mechagodzilla. That's right, the mechanized titan will be unveiled and will play a prominent role in Godzilla vs. Kong. Not only that, but another new monster will also be joining Mechagodzilla on screen in Godzilla vs. Kong. This part is to do with the Russian leaks, which I'll kind of explain a little bit. It's not really major, it's not really a new one. That's like other things. There's going to be other new monsters in it. But anyway, whatever. It says fans which are skeptical of this news will see in the very near future evidence to support our claims. That's fine. I'm corroborating it as well. This news need not be taken with any salt. We have confirmed through reputable sources Mechagodzilla will be in Godzilla vs. Kong. It will be in Godzilla vs. Kong. Now let me explain why I don't actually like this. Godzilla as a universe for Legendary and Warner Brothers, right? Is a universe that is based in some amount of reality. So Godzilla 2014 came out and it definitely had a certain amount of reality behind it. A certain amount of, our real world thrown in there. It was as if this could happen. Yes, I know there's certain physics behind it in biology. Giant monsters walking around, the size and the weight of them, could they support themselves? Can their organs support it? All this kind of stuff. I get it. But it's very undeniable that there was definitely an aspect to the movie which was realistic. Now then, obviously to move from that, we then had Kong. Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island in the Monsterverse, again, was fairly based in some sense of reality. And I know people will laugh at this and go, oh, it's just giant monsters, Mr. H, what are you talking about? I get it. I get it. But to me, they always had a certain sense of reality behind them. And then we move to Godzilla King of the Monsters, a movie which then took it just a little step further to some level of unrealism. I didn't hate it. I really liked that movie. Really, really did. But again, fairly undeniable that it started to push the envelope a little bit further away from the the realism aspect to it all. Now, giant underwater base, things like that, gigantic aircraft, things like this, started to push it just a little bit further. Not hugely bad or anything like that. I get it, it makes sense. But then we go from that to the extreme of giant robot Godzilla. I don't know. That's a stretch, even for a universe with gigantic monsters. And the reason why I say it's such a stretch is the technology is not there. You look at the in-universe world that they created. It's not Pacific Rim. They'd not created anything like this. Sure, they made a giant aircraft and things like this, but a giant mechanized version of Godzilla? What? Also, not to mention, why? The use in the film isn't as a primary villain or anything like that, supposedly. So it's kind of a situation as like, why do it? Why push the envelope just that bit further to unrealism when there's simply no need to? And like I said at the start, I think this confirms confirms basically what we had seen in the trailer leak at the CCXP, I think it was. We saw Kong beating down Godzilla on an aircraft. Now, a lot of people had said they're definitely not on the aircraft. They definitely were. Godzilla's tail was hanging off the edge, and you could see it. It was all definitely there. So this goes to confirm that they've just made gigantic mechanical things now, and I just think it's a bit of a shame. I think you're taking this concept of a universe which is somewhat grounded in reality to some degree. I know the giant monsters, I'm aware. And just pushing the envelope just that little bit too far. Now, the other bits and pieces which I can confirm, there's... The Russian trailer leak was real. Like, the Russian footage was real. In terms of what was in there. The trailer reveal. And again, we've said spoilers, so I guess I can tell you. But basically, King Ghidorah makes an appearance, but a very, very small role. The role of Mechagodzilla is probably around a little bit more, I guess. And apparently, it's not like... I don't know, it's just nonsense, really, isn't it? Now, if you don't believe me, there will be other YouTubers which will probably be confirming this soon with their own sources, or people that you believe more than me, I'm sure, especially in this world of Godzilla vs. Kong. There'll be other people more dedicated to it. But that's the reason why I don't think it's like a good idea, because I think they ground it in reality. Now, playing devil's advocate, it's a good idea because where do you go from here? You can go anywhere. And that can keep the Monsterverse going for years and years, because it's more fantastical that way. So I guess playing devil's advocate, there's some good elements to it and some pros and cons, I guess. But it's interesting nonetheless. I just think on face value, meh, a little bit lame, I guess. But never mind. Who knows? What do you guys think? Good, bad? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you are new here, please do hit subscribe. And again, don't jump at the element of me going, oh, I don't like this idea. It's all about the execution. It's really all about the execution. It could be amazing. I don't necessarily hate it. I just think, I liked the fact they were grounded in reality. I really, really liked that. So that's more where I'm coming from with it. Enjoying the fact that it was grounded in reality and things like that. But whatever. Yeah. Thoughts? Posit them below. I'm really liking this year now. We're starting to get some more better news for universes that I really like. Contrary to this video, I do genuinely really, really like the Monsterverse. I just think that, again, execution. I'm not being negative. So anyway, let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe, step down the word of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Turn the bell notifications on, people aren't being notified. I've been Mr. H. Take care.